Following segment is sponsored by Martin, Harding, and Mazzotti.
A recent photograph of a school in Georgia with its hallways tightly packed full of students went viral for failure to properly social distance and require face coverings. That school is now closed after a number of students and staff tested positive for COVID-19. Now, this past week, Governor Cuomo, he announced that schools in New York would be allowed to reopen in the coming months, but will they, and what will that look like? Here to help discuss how this will affect our viewers is supervising attorney Dan Dagostino from the law firm of Martin, Harding, and Mazzotti. Dan, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now, if schools reopen, what will that look like, and who ultimately comes up with that plan?
Well, what will happen is since the governor's given approval for that, the superintendents and local politicians will be working on plans, draft plans, to submit to the Department of Health and the Department of Education for approval. There won't be one specific model. Each school is going to kind of look at their students and see what works best for them.
So what happens if students or even staff in those particular schools test positive?
Well, their plan should lay that out. Certain school districts, depending on their size, have gone to, remote learning or, part coming in a couple days a week. And then one school district is actually doing remote learning part of the day and coming in part of the day. So they should have a plan where, if one person or a member of the staff, does get COVID, what'll happen is they might send them home for 2 weeks, the whole entire school, or just that classroom. It really will depend on that model that they've chosen.
What are some of the concerns about not opening schools until it's safer or until there's a vaccine?
Right. That has been a major concern. Remote learning, first of all, the teachers have been phenomenal in adapting to what's going on here. They've been great. What's happening is the remote learning, though, they are finding, there are some experts that are saying, maybe because kids don't have the internet or the computers or anything like that, that they would suspect there could be a higher dropout rate, which would be very unfortunate for the students.
For more information on what are your rights, just go to our website. We have a section dedicated to all of our What Are Your Rights segments there. Just go to cbs6albany.com.